Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I decided to do this NerdECrafter based fan art video because I really enjoy her videos and because I wanted to test out various brushes in order to create my top 33 brushes in Procreate, as well as to move other brushes up in their various palettes if I think they're more particularly useful. NerdECrafter is named Jackie. She's a Canadian YouTuber whom I subscribe to and watch very frequently. Her videos are very pleasant and entertaining and include useful tips, crafting inspiration, as well as reviews of craft kits so you can decide before buying one. Her videos are particularly great to have on in the background while doing chores such as cooking, dishes, hand washing, laundry, or other cleaning. I also decided I wanted to paint her parrot, and I wanted to end up doing this more in a painterly style. This is better for testing out more brushes, and it was more the mood I was in. I made sure Angel was on a separate layer on top, and I used layers as needed. I tried out different brushes, different layers. Although most of this painting was done more in the normal layer mode, there was a bit done in multiply, especially for shadow type areas. I used different brushes in order to decide which ones would make it to my top 33 brush list. I chose 33 because I love the number 3. 3 was not enough, and more than 33 is probably excessive for a core brush list. I can still use my other brush palettes and lists whenever I feel like. I'm not deleting them or anything. I'm just making a top brush list so I can put that at the top and it'll be even faster when doing things. Since doing this, I found it extremely helpful. As you can see, I tilted Angel's head here by using the selection, transform tools, and the move tool to rotate it a bit. I also intentionally made the eyes larger than they necessarily are, and I'm working in a stylized style, so it's not intended to be completely realistic. I used more of an inking tool to get those eye outlines and originally had them on a separate layer. Here you see me rapidly working through different brush trials. I did this on its own layer so I could easily clear the layer when I was done. This was me testing out candidates for the top brushes, as well as looking for something that would be really good for the cloth texture of the hat. I work out the line art for the hat details on their own layer before merging it down, which I recommend you do. Do tests on new layers and use layers as needed. But as there is a layer limit in Procreate, I recommend you merge down as soon as it's reasonable to do so. But do not merge if it's better if it's on its own layer. Before painting this, I looked at a few of her videos. I paused it in several spots and ended up gathering 4 good reference screenshots. One was Angel alone with his wings open on top of his cage. One was just Jackie with this facial expression. The other 2 were of Angel on Jackie's shoulder. One of these 2 had Angel's head tilted in this nice way, while the other one had her hair looking more similar to the painting. This is a fantastic way to gather and use reference. You'll get more information if you gather it from videos than just stilled, posed photographs. You'll also be able to gather better use of facial expressions and expressive animal poses if you also pause and use videos of animals and people rather than just still photos, like I said. I also saved the Just Angel art to use Procreate 5X's new instant color palette generator. I also used this to get a Jackie palette. I began the painting by choosing the colors myself, but later used the generated palettes. I also strayed from them as needed so it wouldn't be restricted to those limited colors. I added the highlights, final shadows, and kept the background very simple so it wouldn't distract from the main figures. The focus was on the people, well, the animal and the person, so I didn't want to distract. While I had a lot of fun doing this painting, I think it looks like her, but in my style. As you can see, I'm doing the final touches. Let me know if you think it looks like her and you like this painting or not. As for this one, I decided to do another painting for this video of fan art for NerdECrafter. I was in the mood to do a dragon, and I was thinking about painting one of the sculptures NerdECrafter did in one of her videos. And the one that popped to mind as the most memorable and standing out in such a way is the Safiya Nygaard based bat dragon. It's kind of a video inception. Fan art of a YouTuber in another video of fan art of a YouTuber. I also subscribe to and watch Safiya's videos, so I felt it was very suitable. She's an American YouTuber who also makes entertaining and informative videos. I decided to do it in my style, so I added in certain anatomical features and I made the tail a little longer and curved to the side versus very straight up. I decided to do a full background instead of just the sculpture itself, and I decided to make it look like a mix of a real creature in semi-realism style as well as like a sculpture. I worked in this style because that's what I felt like. The main figure, the dragon and the well, I only used for my top 33 favorite brushes just to test out that I am actually happy with them. Although I'm still looking for more brushes to decide the final 33 for now. I can also modify it with time as my needs as an artist change, and move brushes I use a lot more to the tops of the palettes for quick ease of use, as well as do different tests with them. I brighten up colors here as I used an auto-generated palette again, but some of the very brightest reds weren't vibrant enough for me, so I still chose my own colors, not just ones from the pre-generated palette. I also decided to put a full background in, and for the background I use specialty brushes, both floral, nebula, and star brushes I previously downloaded, rather than sticking just to my top 33, because my top 33 didn't include these specialty brushes and I decided I wanted to use them. For some of the shadows on the dragon and in the well, I use a multiply layer, which I can adjust the opacity of to see how dark I want the shadows to be. For most of the main coloring and highlighting, I used normal type layers. I tried out different brushes here, and I actually used only a few different ones for the main painting here, but for the specialty effects in the background, I used some other ones. I made sure to have a nice rim line around everything. This is when I realized I forgot the rose vine and the rose flower, so I add those in more near the end. I'm very happy with this painting, and I think it looks very pleasing. I'd like to know what everyone else thinks. For this one, the reference was just a single screen grab from the video the sculpture comes from. Once again, that's all for this video. If you like my videos, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell to all notifications so you will know when a new video comes up. I aim for new videos every Wednesday, but sometimes life happens and things are delayed. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you with another one very soon.